Good day, everyone. My name is Kathy C. Salazar, and I am going to discuss for today is the continuation of our report, which is the Chapter 6, the Internationalism and Nationalism, the Need for Global Understanding, and the Duties of State. So first is internationalism and nationalism. The world is enmeshed in a perpetual conflict with wars going on right now in countries like Iraq, Afghanistan, and Pakistan. This August 2007, the armed conflict in Basilan and Sulu between the armed forces of the Philippines and those the Abu Sayyaf and the MNLF rebels is escalating with the government sending more soldiers to the area. This is the aftermath of the ambush of AFP soldiers who were searching for the kidnapped Catholic priest Father Busi by allegedly Abu Sayyaf members who beheaded and mutilated the bodies of 14 soldiers. The priest was released, but the government declared an all-out war. Next is the need for global understanding. The need for global understanding, the task of international integration is not an easy one, since there are natural barriers between the races. There are cultural and religious barriers, in fact, as different races speak different language and worship of a different God. But these differences should not necessarily bring people into perpetual conflict with one another. It is self-evident, say Jacques Lickrick, that international and integration is the unity of the human race, not in the sense that all men should have the same nature, but in the sense that all men have an effect on each other throughout the whole world. But if they affect each other, then it ought to coordinate their actions, or this mutual reaction will end in fighting as often happens. So, according to Bernard Haring, observed that the United Nations, though it has promulgated international law for the protection of the basic rights, individuals and group, has not found an authoritative speaker to impose its new concept of a nation. It cannot enforce such an idea on a government that refuses to acknowledge it or act on it. He says the narrow concept of sovereignty of the nation state is still an obstacle. Free and faithful in Christ. The last part is reading duties of the stage. So there are have 11 sections. The first is section 4. The prime duty of government is to serve and to protect the people. Section 9. The state shall promote a just and dynamic social order that will ensure the prosperity and independence of the nation and free the people from poverty through policies that provide adequate social services. Section 10. The state shall promote social justice in all phases of a national development. Section 11. The state values the dignity of the human person and guarantees full respect for human rights. Section 12. The state recognizes the city of the family life and shall protect and strengthen the family as a basic autonomous social institution. So, Section 14, the state recognizes the role of woman in nation building and shall ensure the fundamental equality before the law of women and men. Section 18, the state affirms labor as a primary social economic force. Section 20, the state recognizes the indispensable role of the private sector, encourages private enterprise. In Section 21, the state recognizes and promotes the rights and indigenous cultural communities within the framework of national unity and development. And the last one section is Section 27. The state shall maintain honesty and integrity in the public service and take positive and effective measures against graft and corruptions. That's all. Thank you.